What's going on, people? Welcome to United View, and we are fresh out of the international break. Manchester United at Old Trafford take on the mighty Brighton and Hove Albion Football Club. Like I always say, it's got to be full name terms when talking about them, and it is going to be a difficult game for Man United, and it is road trip settings. But before we get into all of that, I am here with Marcel. I'm going to hear from him in 2 seconds. This video is brought to you by NordVPN, the fastest VPN on the planet. Forget Dan James speed, forget Rashi speed, yeah, Mo Salah speed, all of that jazz. NordVPN is the fastest and safest VPN on the planet. And with this video, guys, in the link in the video description below, right, or you can see from the code on screen, right, you can get four months free, okay, of NordVPN, and it is risk-free as well, with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So with their 2-year below, you can get 4 months free. Yes, 4. I'm not messing about. All you need to do is head over to nordvpn.com/UnitedView, or the link in the video description below. Either or, and it is a massive help for the channel as well, by showing support by doing this. If you'd like to, it would be a massive help. And like I say, whenever me and Josh are traveling, yeah, we like to keep up to date with our series. We did it all across America when we went over to San Diego, Las Vegas, New York, etc., Houston. We're going Germany as well, Josh, yeah? We're going Germany on Tuesday, mate, yeah? So even when we go there, slap your NordVPN on, can keep the same location and carry on keeping up to date with all your series just like you would have, whilst keeping extra safe, yeah? So like I said, you know what to do. Link in the video description below. 4 months free. Yes, 4. Or 30-day money-back guarantee. You can't really go wrong. So link in the video description below, or head over to nordvpn.com/UnitedView. On to the game today. OT, Old Trafford, fresh out of the international break. So much negativity at Man United. The pressure seems to be building in terms of what happens if we're on the wrong end of the result today. Then you go to Bayern. What happens if they're on the wrong end result of that? It just feels a little bit negative, and you want to be positive. But today's going to be a difficult game. I ain't going to lie to you. It is. I think Brighton will play great football. There will be moments in the game where, you know, I'm not going to say they're outplaying us, but we will need to be defensively disciplined. And all of the games that we've played against them recently, the FA Cup semi-final, nip and tuck, first game of last season, all right, we were trying to find our feet, but we lost that day. And, you know, towards the back end of last season, at the Amex, I think me and Marcel was at that game as well. Yeah, right. And that was very close. Both teams had chances, and Luke Shaw at the end of the game, you know, gave away a penalty, and that was a fine margins. But what we know is Brighton can play football, as we saw from the preview with Ryan from TSR. He said they are coming to win. They're not scared of us, and they're going to come play their game. Marcel, give me some positivity, man. What are you saying?
4-2.
Jesus Christ.
4-2 Manchester United Football Club. Hojlund's first debut at Old Trafford, bro. It's his debut at Old Trafford. He's coming. Did you see his 2 weeks ago? Hojlund had a crazy performance, and there's only a little 30-20 minute cameo. Bullying defenders, strong, aggressive. I'm gonna like to see the competition between him and Lewis Dunk today, and just him overall in terms of scoring goals, his first opportunity to play. But we know that Old Trafford's a fortress, man. I don't think we'll lose this game. I said it before at the beginning of the season. I don't think we'll lose a game at home, and I'll continue that narrative.
You did say that, didn't you? You said we won't lose a game at Old Trafford.
Yeah. So I'm gonna continue that narrative. It will be a tight game. I do respect that. Obviously, Brighton, like we've gone through already throughout last season, and just continuing from Potter's reign as well. They've been really good, man.
They've been even better.
Yeah, they've been even better. I mean, Ivan Ferguson, fantastic. Matoma, the way that they kind of start. It almost feels like every time they attack, it's a counter attack, because they're drawing so many of our players out into their kind of into their half of the pitch, and then they're finding ways. They're finding the free man. I think Pep's been waxing lyrical about Zerbi and how good he is as a manager and a coach. So it's going to be a difficult side, but we're at home, Flex, man.
4-2 though, high scoring like that. Yeah, you think there's going to be 6 goals in this game? Correct. 6 goals.
We'll be off our seats a lot today. We'll be off our seats a lot. Everyone will be jumping up at home. United View watchers everywhere across the world today are going to be jumping up and down. It's 3 o'clock midday kickoff, so it's a nice time to watch football. You know, Saturday, it's going to be perfect conditions for a good high scoring game, and I'm expecting us to be able to attack. Listen, we forced Arsenal 2 weeks ago. There were so many positives from that game, by the way. You know,
Yeah, Ten Hag said in the presser as well.
Yeah, man, there were so many positives. We forced Arsenal into a mid block. That shows that even against high pressing teams like Brighton, you know, we can find a way and build a good platform in our half of the pitch. It's just about breaking down the mid block. I'm anticipating Brighton to maybe sit off a little bit. I know that naturally they're going to want to come out and play, but they might sit off a little bit after Onana starts, you know, creating the superiority in our half of the pitch. We then have to figure out how we're going to build going on forward. I think I do think you know, Ten Hag made a little bit of a change to the usual 3-1-6. You know, we was open as ever against Wolves and against Nottingham Forest at home, but I think he's made it into like a 3-2-5. You know, against Arsenal there was Eriksen in there that was so important in the build up, with Casemiro dropping in and the fullbacks going really high and wide into like almost the opposition's third. I think it'll be a little bit more of a 3-2-5 today. You know, playing a little bit more safe. And, you know, big performances from Rashford again, you know, on those counters. I think it's going to be counter.
Rashid's crucial today because the reason why Rashid's crucial today is because the front three, especially if Hojlund starts, and we'll get to Pellistri in a minute. I want him to start. Do you want him to start quickly? Okay. Ooh. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. You stay. Not that you can actually go anywhere right now. We're doing about 50 miles per hour and you're in the back. You aren't going anywhere, but you wait right there because you don't want Pellistri to start. I think that's really interesting. So I want to hold that thought. But Rashid's going to be really important today because I think we, in transitions and on the counter against Brighton, we're going to have to be devastating. Yeah, he's going to have to be sharp. You know, against Veltman, I think he'll probably play right back like he has been. They can't play Milner against Rashi. I hope they do. I hope they do. You can put Milner into retirement. But no, he can't play Milner. So I think it's definitely going to be Veltman at right back. And Rashi just in transition for us has got to be key because I think Brighton will have a lot of the ball in moments. You know, they're going to be having a lot of good possession, playing a lot of nice stuff. And we need to be ready for when we nick the ball, if we're staying disciplined in our own half or in a mid-block, wherever we are, and we win that ball back. Rashi's got to come alive. Rashi's got to come alive, man. So, and for Hojlund, assuming he does start, what Rashi did in the last home game against Forest, where he went down the outside of Semedo, not Semedo. Who was he playing against? I can't remember. Whoever the left winger was, the right back was. Sorry, for Wolves. I think Rashi needs to be doing the same thing, going on the outside, you know, and sort of saying to himself, I need to provide. I need to provide for Hojlund. He's a striker that will be in the box. He's a striker that will make runs in the 6-yard box and across the 6-yard box. Deliver. Go take your man on the outside and deliver. And that's where Rashford got his most joy from. And he was super sharp against Scotland as well. But let's go to this thing really quickly. Pellistri, you don't want him to start. No. Talk to me.
No, Ten Hag, we know Ten Hag. You know, we've been watching him for the last season. He plays the strongest side. And I think, unfortunately, right now, you know, Pellistri, someone that was meant to be going out on loan. I think it's going to be Garnacho, Rashford, Hojlund. It is a little bit.
Who goes on the right?
Yeah, that's
Garnacho.
I would really like you to answer that for me.
Mate, I think. Wait.
No, because I don't know.
Mate, you can't predict your thing that I don't agree with and ask me to answer your thing.
Because the only reason why I'm asking you, Fleck, is because the variables for what I'm saying is as follows. It's going to be his strongest side. His strongest 3 footballers up front are Garnacho, Hojlund.
Is Garnacho strongest from the start?
No.
And the evidence has shown us that that's not the case.
That's true. That is true. But Pellistri is an unknown entity right now. And we know that Garnacho can perform at Old Trafford. We know he's got... And if he's going to do it anywhere, it's within the comfortable of the 75. So...
Here's one that no one's really spoke about, yeah? Scott McTominay's been scoring goals.
Yeah.
He brings him in. Yeah. McTominay, Eriksen, Casemiro, and Bruno goes on the right. I'll be hurt as well.
I'll be hurt because Mason Mount is the answer for the right-hand side.
And he's injured still.
Yeah. He's injured. But when it's makeshift, because that's what it is.
Yes.
When Bruno goes out to the right side, it's makeshift.
Absolutely.
Do you know what? I think Scott McTominay should be a centre-back. And if I don't know what you would think of that take, but...
Nah, man, McTominay's best position is just further forward as a midfielder, like as an 8. Like, it is ball carrying. He can get on the end of things. He can score goals, which he's proven. He's got a role in the squad, just, you know, as a rotation player.
Definitely.
And if he has to start the odd game, I'm not mad if we're getting better. But not many people have spoken about that. And when you talk about Ten Hag wanting to play the strongest team, there is part of me that still thinks he don't want to play Pellistri yet. Yeah. I really hope we're wrong. You don't want Pellistri to start. Yeah. I want Pellistri to start. You know, sink or swim. If he starts sinking and it's been 60 minutes and he's been rubbish, then we'll figure it out, you know. But he might go against a really good team like Brighton. We have to keep the ball. I don't need Bruno to go past Estepinian, because that's who he's going to be playing against. Yeah. Whoever Estepinian's going to be playing against, he's probably going to fancy himself against, because he's not playing against our best, which would be Anthony or Sancho. Yeah. But if it's Pellistri, at least he's an out-and-out right winger, and he will keep Estepinian honest. Yeah. You know,
like you said, similar to what Rashford needs to do: get past your player, look for the deliveries. That's what Pellistri's doing,
and that's what Pellistri would do. But I don't know. I am literally 50-50 on Pellistri starting. In terms of what I think will happen, I'm 100% in what I want to happen. I want it to be Pellistri, but we'll have to wait and see. Just before we wrap up the video, though, give me your prediction.
Okay, so 4-2, Hojlund to score 2, Bruno to score 1, and Rashford to score 1. If it's not 4-2, then it's 5-2. Hojlund hat-trick, Rashford to score 1, Bruno to score 1.
Are you putting money on that?
You probably will.
Most probably. Flex those most
I'll tell you for free, we are not scoring 5 goals today. We're not scoring 4 goals today. I'll tell you that for free, in my opinion. I don't think anybody wins this game by more than a goal. There's going to be a goal, whether it's 1-0, 2-1. Yeah, I can't see if one of these teams win, it ain't going to be more than 1 goal. It's going to be tight. I'm going to go Man United 2-1. Tight, very, very tight. You can hear the reluctance in my voice. I'm not confident about it. I think today's going to be an uncomfortable day. I'm being honest. And goal scorers, I can't even think. He has it so specific. I'm going to go Hojlund on his debut then. And Rashi, I'll go for. And remember, this video is brought to you by NordVPN, the fastest VPN on the planet. And if you click the link in the video description below, or head over to nordvpn.com/UnitedView, you can get 4 months free, okay, of NordVPN with their new 2-year below. And it is risk-free as well, with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you're not happy, it's money back guaranteed, okay, for 30 days. So there's risk-free, and it is the fastest VPN on the planet. Get involved. We will see you guys at Old Trafford. Remember to keep KG and Co company on the Match View. Members, remember, you can have a chat live with Owen directly after the game. Get involved. If you're not a member, it's never too late. You can become a member right now by clicking the membership button. One of the exclusive perks of being a member of the United View, you can have your say live on the full-time view with Owen as well, and we will have obviously reaction from Old Trafford, hopefully after Manchester United win. Take care, guys. Peace.